Question time. If I was to ask you what was the most definitive way to play Sonic 1 and 2 from the Sega Mega Drive / Genesis in the modern day, your answer would more than likely be 2013's Mobile Remasters by Christian Whitehead. And in most cases, you would be right. But what if I told you there was a more definitive way to play these games, and it was officially released by Sega? So let's go back to 2013. We got the Sonic 1 and 2 remasters on mobile, and it was great. They replaced the kind of average ports that were already available on app stores on Android and iOS to these built from the ground up Sonic remasters. Made on the retro engine, they were widescreen, they ran silky smooth, they had bonus features, they had extras, and loads of other things in between. And ever since that day, we had been clamoring for those titles to be released so we can play them on our TV and enjoy them to the full potential. Now, yes, you could play them through emulation or mirroring your screen from your phone to the TV, plug in a Bluetooth controller, but it just didn't feel like the best experience. But the Sonic CD remaster, which followed similar traits to Sonic 1 and 2, were released on consoles, and it kind of gave hope that the Sonic 1 and 2 remasters was going to follow trend. But it never did, and we are still waiting to this day. But there is another way to play these on your TV, and it was back in 2018, and it involved Amazon. So, story time. 2018, Amazon and Sega struck a deal. They had a deal on the table, and it was quite a big deal at the time because this was embargoed, and it was weird for something like this to be embargoed. But the main point they were trying to get across is that they were going to make Sega classic games available to anyone, and you didn't even need a console. You just needed an Amazon Fire Stick. That is right. The most definitive way to play these games is on the Amazon Fire Stick. So Sega Classics, there was 25 titles released on here in an app. Deep inside of those, there was a little subcategory right at the bottom of the menu as you went through these classics, and it said Sonic Remasters, and it had Sonic 1, Sonic 2, and Sonic CD. And lo and behold, these are the mobile versions, upscaled to 4K if you had a 4K Fire Stick in 60 frames per second. And I did some research to see if this was ever talked about. Did anyone say, oh wow, we can now play these on TV officially? Not really. They were kind of briefly mentioned here and there, but every video you see on the Sonic 1 and 2 remasters is the fact that they are stuck on mobile, and that just simply isn't the case. So I took it upon myself to make this video, and that's where we are here. So you have these remasters, you have this remastered menu, and you click on either Sonic 1 or 2, and it brings you to this crisp, clean menu that we recognize from the mobile ports, and you are just able to play these remasters on your TV from the get-go. And the even better thing about it is that you didn't even need a controller to play these. You could play these straight off of the Amazon Fire Stick remote control. You could plug in any of your Bluetooth controllers, be it a PlayStation 4 controller, PlayStation 3 controller, Xbox controller, or Switch controller, but if you didn't own any of these, you just needed your remote and you could enjoy these games. And again, you have those crisp menus, you can start the game, it loads it straight up, and it is a great way to experience these games. And I feel like the footage that I've captured for this video does not do it justice, so I'm just going to throw some footage of me recording my TV playing these games, because playing these on the TV blew me away, and I was doing it officially. There was no emulation involved, there was no kind of mirroring my screen from my phone to the TV. This was pure upscaled 4K 60 frames per second gaming on Sonic 1 and 2, and it's great. Seeing the Sonic 1 and 2 special stages in this quality is just fantastic, and I urge anyone that owns a Fire Stick, pick up the Sega Classics, because there is other Sega games on there that are emulated fantastically, and I feel like this was really overlooked. And I think the one reason why this was overlooked, because of a bug on Amazon's part where it automatically kind of bought the app for users, so the user reviews are like 0 stars, and it kind of fell under the radar. So I'm making this video to kind of bring it back to the forefront and let it be known that you've probably never played these ports, and I think you should. Again, you can play these on controllers, or you can just use the Fire Stick remote, and it's that easy. Now, as for all the other little bonus features that you got in the mobile versions, I've done a little bit of testing and I can get into the level select and I can access the debug menu, but because of the lack of a shortcut for a B button, because it's simply just the directional buttons start and A, the debug menu cannot really be used, and on Sonic 2 selecting the sound test option is not available because you use the B button to play the songs, but pressing the A button skips it by 10. And if I am able to find a way to get around this, to get these debug menus to work, then I'll update this video in the description. But for now, I could not access the debug menus at all, but everything else was there, from the level select and all the bonus features you could access in Sonic 1. But that aside, these are perfect ways to play Sonic 1 and 2 and even CD officially on your TV, and it feels great. It really does, with the remastered music and just a silky smooth frame rate. It's just great, and I can't praise it enough. And I feel like, again, it has not been mentioned at all. It usually stops at, we want these mobile ports to be available so we can play them on our TV, without any mention of these being available. Now, you could buy these games individually on the Amazon store, but I believe that they took Sonic 2 off because of a lot of bugs, so I think Sonic 1 is just available at the moment. And I think that comes with the ability to use a B button and try and get into the debug. But for this video, I've not tested that. I'm simply referring to the Sega Classics here. So if there is any questions to you guys, please leave them in the comment section below, and also let me know, did you know about these versions of the remasters and have you played them? I really highly recommend that you give them a shot, because again, without me kind of inviting you into the room and showing you how good these look on the TV, I can't really do it justice. The footage I've got just does not do it justice. And if I'm completely wrong, guys, and everyone knew about these versions of the game, then I apologize for wasting your time. But again, I did my research, I thoroughly checked the internet. There were small mentions here and there that Sonic 1, 2 and CD were on there, but no mention that these were the remasters and that they upscaled to whatever version of the Fire Stick you had. I appreciate your time. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Like the video, and until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side.